I love sandwich tricks, and I'm always trying to create new ones or sort of reinvent old ones from the past. In my opinion, one of the most direct sandwiches in print is by Alex Elmsley called the Late Night Sandwich, which can be found in the Hierophant Volume 7. Now, this trick does require some, dexterity in your fingers. It takes some sleight of hand to do it. So I was always trying to find a way to sort of make it a little bit easier and more approachable for the everyday magician. Recently, I was watching a DVD by John Bannon called Dealing with It, and he did a move and a light bulb went off in my head. I was like, oh my god, that's it. That's the move. At the end of this video, I'll show you the original handling if you want to see that. Let's get into it. Alright, so for this, what I'll do is, first of all, take out the blackjacks to use, and in a moment, what I'll do is actually cut these in the middle face up, just like this. But before I do that, we need a card selected, alright? So, as I cut through cards like this, somebody can say stop anytime. Maybe they say stop right there, they remember that card, and it gets lost back somewhere in the middle of the deck, alright? So we can even maybe give it a quick shuffle just to really make sure that the card's really lost somewhere in the middle. Now what we do is we'll take the jacks, and like I said, we'll cut them in the middle like this, and just a quick flick like this, that card immediately jumps in between those face-up blackjacks, your card, the 7 of clubs. So, like I said, this is very direct. That's what I love about it. You can use it with any deck, anytime, anywhere type of trick. Alright, so what you do is you go through and openly remove the 2 blackjacks, or it can be any face cards, or you can even use 2 jokers. It doesn't really matter. I just like using the blackjacks. Now, I recommend not using aces. That might be a little bit too obvious, so court cards or jokers tend to work best for this. Alright, so openly remove the 2 blackjacks, and say in a moment, we will cut these in the middle of the deck. And you want to keep the jacks neck-tied, and then because in a moment you'll be doing a switch move, and it might become a little discrepant, which you'll see. Say in a moment we'll cut these in the middle of the deck, and sort of like just switch these around like this so they don't remember which jack is actually on top here, right? Keeping them neck tied. Saying in a moment we'll cut these in the middle of the deck. Now do the switch move and keep a break in between both face up jacks with your pinky here like this. And still keeping this neck tied, you take the deck over into middle grip, maintaining a thumb break now. Okay, so in a moment we'll cut these in the middle of the deck. So now you just undercut about half the deck like this, still keeping it neck tied so they don't know which jack is actually on top right now. In a moment we'll cut these in the middle. Now just undercut about half and put these on top, maintaining a thumb break, immediately side jogging this upper half like this. So what they think are 2 jacks right here is actually just 1 jack. The other one is right there on the lower half. So now what you do is you say, but first we need a card picked. So now just put these back on top, and now you've just basically done a switch, right? So now you just put 2 cards over here, just pick off 2 cards like this, which they think are the 2 black jacks, and you can do like a little spread move. That white border will act as though it's the other jack, but don't do it too much, obviously. Just a little bit so they see it's 2 cards, which they think are the 2 black jacks. The other jack is, of course, on the bottom of the deck right now, okay? So now what you do is you swing cut some cards like this and start doing singles and say anytime you want, just say stop anytime. Once they do, you raise this packet to show them the card they stopped on, and then say remember that card. Now as you lower back down, just push it back flush, keeping a break right below that card with your pinky. Now what you do is you just put these on top, keeping the pinky break, and you're going to do a control called the swivel cut control to the bottom. Okay, so go over the deck in middle grip like this with your thumb, keeping the break. Now just swivel these over to here. That's already on bottom now, right? And swing cut about half of these over to here, out jogging them, put these on top. And that looks like their card will be in the middle of the deck, so just push these in like this. Really, everything is on the bottom. So once again, they say stop anytime. Maybe right here, show them the card. Remember that. Push it in, keep a break like this. Take it over with your thumb. Swivel cut right into your hand and swing cut about half over there.
Smack them on top. They think it's in the middle. Really, everything is on the bottom. All right, so now you can throw in like a shuffle, like a butt shuffle to emphasize the point that it's mixed up and lost. And say, now remember, I'll cut these in the middle. Now just pick these up, put them on top, and cut the deck, and instantly their card will be between the jacks. Now, the reason why I like that move versus the old one, because it's just a lot easier and more economical. I'll show you the original, and the move is called Atfus by Ed Marlowe, and this is what that looks like. So you'd have a pair of cards like the blackjacks here, and you get a break under 2 cards, right with your pinky on the top of the deck. Now you just put these on top, take away all 4 cards, and you pull down on the lowermost card with your ring finger or your thumb, just pop one off like this. So now you're holding a break on that bottom card of the packet. Now what you do is say, in a moment, blah, 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 showing the jacks. Now just unload that broken card on top, take these away, and now you're in the same position with that X card there, put that there. Now what you had to do is cut 2 cards with a double undercut at the bottom like this, and all that is just too much movement, right? The Atfus move and the double undercut, I prefer John Bannon's move over that one, if I'm just being honest.
Alright guys, so as always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It truly does mean the world to me. And so if you learned something new and if you got value from this video, do me a huge favor and hit that like button and sub to the channel. Until next time, happy practicing. I love you guys.